Leslie with Parenting Paused and my little bit of a stuffy nose this week. But I wanted to make sure I came in and shared with you because this is one of my favorite ways to offer you a little inspiration for your week. And again, in Pure Joy, we don't see ourselves as the experts. I see you as the expert of your child. And yet, because of all the conditioning that we live under or we're taught, often it's hard to really come back into our true wisdom. And in Pure Joy, we're always just asking good questions. We're always inquiring anything that causes suffering inside of us or difficulty. It's really great to go in and question, is that true? Is that coming from you? Is it coming from your history? Is it coming from the culture? So that you can continue to relax back into your wisdom, your knowing with your child. Now, remember, when they talk about all children, that is not your child. All children is based on a very big, normal group of children or atypical or whatever you're looking at when you're looking at the research. Your child is unique. Your child is individual. They come with their own GPS, and you are unique and unusual. And finding your wisdom, you are the person that spends 24/7 with your child, not the experts. So I always support parents, because this is what I learned to do myself, is to, if you have an idea of how you want to be, and one of those ideas we're going to talk about today is getting ahead. If you feel like you are behind or your kids are behind, you want to keep asking yourself, well, where's that voice coming from? They're behind who? Behind what? Because they are where they are. And you are where you are. So what I found was my daughter was always behind the norm. She was always about a year or two behind what the experts said where she was supposed to be for her age. And when I threw that out and said, okay, well, I don't know if she's behind or not, according to some all children statistics, but she is where she is, things really began to change. I chose to meet my daughter where she was, to drop that she was behind anything, and to support her in where she is. So that's what I'm going to support you in doing this week, especially with your children and with yourself. Because I always say we want to be over here or we don't want to be over there or whatever. We want to and we don't want to. But we rarely can stay in parenting, especially where we actually are, because there is such this push not to be behind. Your kids don't want to be behind in school. They don't want to be behind in reading. They don't want to be behind in writing. They don't want to be behind in motor skills, whatever it is. And again, I'm not saying that your kids don't need support, but they need support for where they are. So if you don't see them as behind, you see them as where they are, then you'll be able to come alongside them with your hand in their back and support them in moving forward at their pace, moving forward at their rhythm, moving forward with where they actually are and can go. And in my experience, when I was able to do that with my daughter, I relaxed because I wasn't always pushing because I thought she was behind. She relaxed and she began to step in deeper and deeper into her readiness, her capacities, her rhythm, her timing. And let me tell you, it was fascinating. It's still fascinating for me to witness in her and to see that she's not behind anything. She is where she is. And the more I support her in saying, I see where you are, I see where you may want to go, because sometimes she has things that she wants to do or places she wants to go. And I support her where she is. She gets there, and it's pretty darn amazing to watch. But I had to really let go of my push of thinking that she was behind anyone. So if you feel like you're pushing, just ask yourself, behind who? Behind what? What does that actually mean for you? So just go into deep inquiry this week. Check it out. See if that is a voice inside of you, a cultural voice or a push. And then just ask yourself, does my wisdom tell me something different about my child, myself, and am I able to meet myself and my child where we are? All right, lovies, I hope you have a beautiful week this week, and I'll see you next week on Parenting Paused.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Parenting Paused. If you enjoyed the episode, do me a favor and share it with your mama friends. You can also leave a review wherever you listen, which will support getting the Pure Joy message out. Come on over to the Pure Joy Parenting Practice Facebook page or join me on Instagram to hear more. And don't forget to download your free copy of the Safe Seat course on the Pure Joy website. And while there, check out the offerings page to go deeper in the Pure Joy work.